What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's video. So you guys have seen that I started painting some car parts, like markers and side skirts and stuff, and I told you guys that since it turned out good the first time, I'm gonna keep painting stuff. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna be working on the Integra. I'm going to paint the valve cover. So first thing we gotta do is go to Home Depot and buy some primer. I forgot to buy primer. I already bought the paint for the paint gun and the clear coat. So let's head over to Home Depot. Alright, I'll probably just pick up one of these primer. You know what? Let's do the white primer. I've never used white primer before, so let's see how this goes. Okay, y'all, I got the goodies right here. Let's head home and start painting this valve cover. We're back at home. Let me show you guys what the valve cover looks like in case you guys don't know. It's just all black, just a stock B18 valve cover right there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off the stuff on the valve cover, and then we'll start with cleaning it up, and then we'll strip the paint. I got the valve cover off. I put it far away from my car so I don't end up stripping any paint. But what we're gonna go ahead is we're gonna take this rag, wipe down all the grease and oil that's on it, and then we're gonna spray some aircraft paint remover to strip the old paint. Okay, I went ahead and threw on a respirator because this is dangerous to breathe in. So I don't recommend you not using a respirator. It could hurt your lungs or something. And I'm wearing gloves just to make sure it doesn't get on my hand. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this on. You kind of want to go ham on this so it'll sift all the paint. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit for like, it recommends about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna let this sit for like 30-45 minutes, and then scrub it with a toothbrush and pressure wash it, and all the paint should come out. Alright, so there's some leftover paint that didn't fully come off, so you can just go ahead and respray it with the paint remover and then do it again, just those areas. Let that sit for like 10 minutes and then it should come off. I completely stripped all of the paint off this valve cover, and I pretty much cleaned it up. And so all we got to do now is go ahead and put tape on the areas we don't want painted, like where all the bolts go in, so that they don't get stuck, and put paint into the motor. And so yeah, I'll probably tape this up, all the holes, using this and a box cutter because I don't have an X-Acto knife. So let me go ahead and do that and show you guys how it's gonna look. Boom, I taped up everything that needed to be taped up. I left these because they were too hard to cut out, so I'm just gonna sand it after I paint it. But yeah, we're pretty much good to go. I'm gonna give it a quick wipe with this wax and grease remover, and then we'll start laying down primer. So you basically want to do this until you don't see any more residue from your paper towel. Okay, so I'll be using this primer today. Just give it a little shake, and then we can start spraying. First coat, you want to go really light so the primer sticks. Okay, first coat is good. This tells us that we should wait about 10 minutes before spraying a coat. So we're gonna go ahead and let it sit for 10 minutes and then we'll spray on the second coat. Okay, I'm about to spray my final coat right here. Make sure this coat lays on real good. Okay, we're good to go with the primer. Now we just let this sit for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes, then we'll get sandpaper and sand it down and shoot the base. So I'll see you guys once this is all dried up. Okay everyone, it's been 20 minutes and it's time to start the base. The paint I'll be using is this Duplicolor gold. It's made for wheels, but it doesn't really matter. You can use it, it's their gold wheel coating. I already tried spraying it and it's really sick. There's a bunch of flakes, if you can see right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on that chair and start spraying. I'm gonna give it a quick wipe with the tack cloth, get rid of all the dust that's on it. This isn't really needed, but I just wanted to be extra careful just to make sure this turns out really good.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting. I'm just a portrait, I'm just a shy away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered like
Remember that the first coat of anything has to be super light. So that's what I did with this one. As you can see, you can still see through the primer, but it's better to lay down a thin coat so that the next few coats will stick rather than have it run or not stick at all. So let's go ahead and let this sit for 10 minutes and spray on a second coat. It has been 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and spray on the second coat of color. This coat can be a little bit heavier because you already sprayed down your first light coat.
you say you don't know. I say you don't know. You say you don't know. I say you don't know. You say you don't know.
Okay, second coat is on. As you guys can see, it's looking a lot more gold. That's because I sprayed this coat a little heavy, but not all the way heavy because I don't want to risk the paint running. And so I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for about 10 minutes and spray on my third coat. Boom, just like that, we got our third coat. Let me turn on my flashlight so you guys can see the shine that's in on this. You see those speckles, the sparkles? It's looking really, really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for 10 minutes and then spray on my last coat. Just to make sure I have everything covered. That's a little wet spot. It has to dry a little, but yeah. Overall, it's looking pretty good. Okay guys, this will be the last coat. So you want to make sure that you cover everything, because once you're done with this, it's time for the clear coat. Okay guys, everything looks to be really good. I have everything covered. You can't see through it at all. Man, this paint looks so amazing. I wish you could see this on camera, but maybe once I do clear, it'll show this paint some justice, but right now, it looks way better in person. There we go. And for this one, just let it sit for about 20 minutes and then you could go ahead and shoot the clear. For me today, I won't be using rattle can clear. I will be clearing from my paint gun, and I'll just be using this 4-to-1 clear right here. And then I'll mix it with some activator like usual and just start shooting it. Okay guys, I have finished sanding down the letters. There you go, looks way cleaner than if they were paint match. And so I'm gonna go ahead, start mixing my clear and start shooting this thing. Okay guys, the gun locked and loaded with some clear. I'm gonna go ahead and give the valve cover a quick wipe down with the tack cloth. Okay, the clear is splashed. Time for coat number 2. I'm gonna lay this coat about medium just to make sure that it goes on really good. Okay guys, it is now time to spray on the third coat. Alright guys, this is after the third coat. This thing looks fucking insane. This looks so incredible. This gold may have came out of a rattle can, but it is doing justice right now. Take a look at this. And I still have one more coat of clear to go, and this already has a super deep gloss. This is why I'm using the professional grade clear coat. I wanted the shine to be as shiny as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry and then shoot one last coat, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. officially done with the valve cover, 4 coats of clear. It turns out fucking amazing. This thing is shining brighter than a motherfucking diamond right now. I am so stoked with how the outcome is. I'm super happy with it. Let me film some quick cinematics just to show you guys how good this thing looks. I wish you guys could see how this looks right now. The camera isn't even picking this up at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. I made a freaking huge mess right here. And then I'm gonna go to sleep, let this thing sit overnight. And then we'll pick back up tomorrow and I'll install this back on the GSR and see how it looks. Alright guys, it is now the next morning. I'm super excited to see how this looks like in the sun. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the garage and show you guys. Look at that shine. The camera doesn't really do justice. You can't really see the depth of the paint, but it just looks so good. Drop a comment down below right now. Tell me how you guys think this went. I think it went pretty good. There's no drips in the paint or anything. It's just some dirt, some debris, but that's really unavoidable when you're painting in the garage. There's only just 1, 2, and 3, and yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap this back on the Integra so I can finally drive this thing again. But first I gotta find where I put the hardware. Oh, right here. Okay, the valve cover is back on, and this looks so freaking good. Oh my god, look at that. That gold is just shining in there. I don't really dig this gray plastic part that came stock though, so I might be looking for a different color. If you guys know of another color that would suit this, drop it down in below and let me know what you guys think about the red oil cap. It came on there when I bought the car. Kind of digging the look, but half of me don't dig the look, so let me know if I should keep that or not. Well, that wraps up today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.